probably have free paper in your home right now. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. That's right. Free paper is probably in your house, and I'm going to help you find it. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. I normally don't make assumptions about what other people might have in their homes, but this time is different because I'll bet you are sitting on a stack of free paper, and you might not be looking at it in that way. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera, show you very quickly what it is I'm talking about. Then I'm going to make something very beautiful with my free paper. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So the other day my sister came over with some treats for me. And I love treats, but she had them in this beautiful, beautiful bag. And of course, and at the time, I hadn't seen the bottom of the bag. I just saw the image on the bag, and I could not help myself. I did something I normally don't do. I asked her, "Where did you get this?" And she told me, "Your favorite store, the Dollar Tree." And so I was excited for everything that was inside. But when I saw the bag, I saw beautiful paper, a beautiful cover for this or that, a beautiful box, so many different things that we can do, that it made me think of all of the other bags that I have around me that have designs on them that I should be using as paper, especially bags that have been gifted to me. I'll normally take those bags and I'll put them in a tub, and they're in the tub, and I really don't think about using them because when I need a bag, normally I'll just sit down and make one. But y'all, I am letting a lot of good paper go to waste. And I know I've shared gift bag paper with you once in the past, I think. But we have so many newbies in our group now. Y'all, we need to get the word out that when you see a beautiful bag at a store, you might not have a need for that bag, but it is paper that we can use in our crafting. And when you look at the size of this, I'm going to open it. This becomes some of that sheet paper that I'm always talking about on the channel. And this bag was $1. You can't go in the store and buy a sheet of beautiful designer paper like this for $1. There are at least 2 sheets of 12 by 12 paper on here. And you can't go to a big box store and flip through the papers that they offer and find a paper as gorgeous as this one for 50 cents. And I'm saying 50 cents because, like I said, there are 2 pieces of 12 by 12 on here. And so once I opened this, I knew what I wanted to do with it. And I'm going to share that with you. We're going to make a very quick project. And we're going to see how easy it is to hack a gift bag. Y'all, I might want to use them on something else. So just go ahead and take that handle and take the end that has the hardened plastic on it and feed it back through the hole. And you can save that to use on something else. We're going to do the same thing over here. So I'm just going to take this piece. We're going to feed it through the hole and remove this, and then we're going to save it because this really is a set of handles on another project. So now what I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm going to take chipboard and we're going to place it down because I want to make an 8 by 10 notebook or journal, whichever one you want it to be. One of my sisters is still working, and on her job, notebooks are very important to her. She uses them all the time. So I like to make her beautiful notebooks so that she can use them on her job. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it right here. Then I'll take my big old spatula and I'm going to spread everything out. And y'all, I'm not worried about my crease lines. If that bothers you, if you're worried about that at all and you don't like the look of it, go ahead and iron out your crease marks. I'm not. I'm just going to leave them. Then I'm going to take this one, remove my tape backers, and I'm going to take this and we're going to place it right here. And I'm using about 3/8 of an inch in spacing in between. And then I'm just going to take those creases and stick them to my tape. So basically I'm ironing out the creases with my big old spatula by getting them stuck into the tape. So now I'll take my finger blade and we're going to trim like this. And I'll save this because I can use it. Then I'm going to trim right here. And then I'm going to trim right here. So my sister told me that she found this bag at her Dollar Tree. I went to my Dollar Tree to see if they had a bag like this, and they didn't. She said she recently bought it. So I'm going to go to another Dollar Tree because I really love the look of this. And isn't this already a gorgeous cover? So let's go ahead, take our pieces. We're going to fold them over. Then I'm going to take my finger blade and then we'll just miter all four sides. So now I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to place some tape right here, some tape right here, some tape here, some tape here, and I'm just going all the way around placing my tape. And now we're going to peel away our tape backers and we are going to stick our fold over pieces to the chipboard. So now I'm just going to stand this up and fold over here, and we will fold over here. And I wish that you could see this book in person. And whoever would have thought that this used to be a gift bag? Y'all, it is just so pretty. So now we're going to figure out our inside liner. So we know that this is longer than 12 inches. So we're going to start with a piece that is 12. And we know that this is 10 inches this way. So we're going to reduce it by 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to cut one piece at 12 by 9 3/4. And I have chosen this beautiful paper here. So I am going to cut this at 9 3/4. I'm going to go ahead and cut the second piece at 9 3/4. So now I'm going to take my tape and we're going to place our tape to cover the chipboard, and then we'll place down one piece of that liner. Y'all, I think that this is going to be so beautiful. So let's take one piece of our 9 3/4 by 12 inch liner, and I am going to add tape to all four sides, and then we're going to join it to our book. So now I'm peeling away my tape backers, and we're going to get this little cutie stuck. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, but you are watching me right now, I hope that you will consider subscribing. I would love to have you join. I'm trying to reach as many people as I possibly can because I want everyone to know the joy of paper crafting. So I am going to take this piece and we're going to put it down right here. So then I'm going to take this piece and just put it in. And it looks like I need to cut a piece that is about 4.5 by 9 3/4. So I'm just going to cut me a 4.5 inch piece. Let's take our tape and go around the edges. So then I added some extra strips of tape along the long edge. This way you can see it, because I want to make sure that when we overlap this onto what's already there, everything is nice and stuck. So now I'm going to take this piece and I am going to place it right here and put it down. Is it perfectly straight? Nope. But it is good enough. So now I'm going to take my big old spatula. We're going to find our crease this way and work that crease the way that we normally do. Then we'll find our crease coming at it from this direction. And so now we have our book. I have cut a stack of papers that measure 9 7/8 by 7 7/8. All right, so now I'm going to take my paper, grab a clip here, and then I'm going to put a clip right here, and then I'm going to put a clip right here, and a clip right here. And I will adjust the clips as I place down my glue. The reason why I have so many clips is because this is a bigger piece, and I want to make sure that I get really good glue coverage. So I am just adding my glue. And let's just add our glue here. And you want to make sure that you have a lot of glue coverage because you don't want any of your papers not sticking. So now I'm just going to take this and we're going to place it in our book just like this. Now if you have one of the thermal cinches and you want to use your thermal cinch for this, by all means, use what works best for you. For those who do not have a thermal cinch and have no interest in buying one, this is a great way to make our own books. It's a way that I've used forever and it works. So we just want to keep pressing our papers in because we want to make sure that we have them nice and stuck in that spine. And then we just want to keep pressing down. I'm going to go in and clean up any glue that might ooze out. And let's just press down Making sure that we have a nice little stick on this. Now I'm going to take a piece of my tape backer and I'm going to place it inside just in case I do have some glue that is seeping over into the spine. That'll keep it from hitting my front page. So now I'm going to remove this. So now we just need to give this a chance to dry. Y'all, I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back and our notebook is dry enough for me to handle. I absolutely love this cover. I am on a mission to find this gift bag because I want a few of these in my stash, and I'm sure I'll pick up some other gift bags that I'll share with you guys as well. Here is our little notebook. My pages are not completely dry, but you can see how well this opens. And yes, it is going to open flat. So when she's writing, she can just lay it flat and write. Or once it's completely dry, she'll be able to bend this page backwards if she wants, because I didn't put a chipboard piece in here for the spine, so we have that nice flexible spine that she will be able to use. But I love it, and I hope that you will give me a thumbs up on this one because I think it's absolutely terrific. Thank you to my sister for bringing me this beautiful gift bag. You didn't know you were bringing me a sheet of paper, but thank you so much, Sister Denise, for bringing me this beautiful, beautiful gift bag. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this awesome project that we were able to make using a Dollar Tree gift bag. This is truly a one of a kind, and depending on the gift bags that you use, you can make yours one of a kind as well. So if you have liked this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.